Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our tribute run here on Elmcreek. And we are taking our very first load of sorghum, or as my grandfather used to call it, Milo, which sounds like a strange term, but I think I mentioned at the very, very beginning of this series that Milo is like a Kentucky variant of sorghum. Which obviously, you know, my grandfather being in northeastern Arkansas, not too far from Kentucky, so it makes sense that, you know, that would be the variant that he would use. And like I said, I didn't even know that that's what this was. I'd always heard Milo. That was the term he always used. I had never even heard of sorghum until they added it to this game. So I didn't know that those were the same thing. I'll be honest. But it's very cool. I know I've mentioned this before, but man, I mean, for more reasons than just this, obviously, but I do wish my grandfather was still alive. And now that I'm into this game and kind of into this kind of, you know, world, because there are so many things I would love to ask him, you know, about how realistic some of this stuff is, or I don't know, just, it would be cool. It would just be really cool. But, you know, what is what it is, but would have been one of those really, really fun things to do. And I would say, I mean, I you know, it's not good to live with, you know, regrets or anything like that. And I'm not saying I regret stuff necessarily. I don't know if that might be a little bit stronger word than I intend, but I would definitely say, I mean, if you've got family that, you know, you're hesitant to go see, or you just always seem to be too busy to go see, you know, don't be too busy. Go see who you need to see, because, you know, they're not going to be around forever, unfortunately. Because there were definitely several years there that I had opportunities to go see my grandfather and my grandmother and all of them, and I just found ways to be too busy for it, you know? I was a teenager for a while there that, you know, I just kind of, during my teenage years or my early 20s, I always found ways to be too busy. Now, you know, I would just love to just load up the truck, take the family, and go see them, you know? Now, good thing is my grandmother, my last remaining grandparent, my grandmother, I get to see her in a couple weeks, actually, so I'm looking forward to that, obviously. And it is the grandmother that was married to my main farming grandfather. I should say main farming. That's not the right word. But, you know, one of my grandfathers did more like small farm, like had a few cows, had a few, you know, chickens, horses, things like that. Just like small stuff. Nothing of any grand scheme. Just like, you know, kind of normal, you know, country American type of just, yeah, we got some cows to get some milk from. We got some, you know, we got a little bit of a garden, you know, kind of some stuff out there. So nothing major, nothing that you need like a big tractor for. I might not be able to get over here. But then my other grandfather's the one that used all the big tractors. Yeah, this is not going to work. I can go around the other way, right? Yeah, because we don't have field 53 over there, so it is not a problem for me to drive around through that field. And I think I've mentioned before, but I made sure to get my grandmother's blessing to talk about my grandfather on this. Not that I thought she would have a problem with it, but, you know, I just wanted to make sure that she didn't have any concerns or any issues with that. Truth be told, I actually wanted to get some pictures of some of his tractors, and I had asked my aunt for it, but I think she probably forgot, to be honest, and that's okay. You know, they're busy doing stuff, no big deal. But it would have been nice to kind of show off some pictures. I'm not gonna be able to do this, am I? without destroying some crop. I guess I can come and do what I did last time. Just come at it from this angle and just go right down the line so I can make room to turn there. So are we getting credit for this now? Is that field, did it give us credit for... Yeah, look at that. Our first 100. That's even better than this one. Oh, that's awesome. That is going to help out a lot. Yeah, we're at 14%. Oh, yeah, even with this one not being full, we are almost capped. That's good. I'm very happy about that. I was getting kind of frustrated. So yeah, the more non-soybean fields that we do, the better our overall score will be. And honestly, I don't need to be hit 15. 14's great. That's awesome. I'm very happy that we were able to bump it up a little bit more. I do need to get... I can go ahead and probably do some lime, right? So... no, I'll probably wait till I get all my fields done because there's no benefit of doing it now than having the lime thing for another month and then doing it next month when I do the soybeans and the cotton, all that stuff. We might as well just get everything harvested, then take the time to go ahead and get the lime every single field and kind of go from there. I think that's the right move. Of course, the lime's going to be... It's going to take a lot of lime, probably. No coconuts. No coconuts. I'm sorry. That was that was really dumb. I'm required by law to tell one dad joke a day, at least. Now, obviously, I do more than that usually, but it is a requirement by law that I have to do at least one. I'm actually very happy with this harvester, with this big header. I don't know, it's so quick. It's a little absurd, but no, it's working. It's doing what it needs to do. Let me see something. If I go into headers, is it this one? I know one of these has a trailer attached to it. I guess it's not that one. It's one I've used before, but I don't remember. Oh, there it is, right there, the case. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. So there is one, like I said, that had the trailer attached to it. Same length as this John Deere, which is convenient, to be fair, to have that built in. That's really smart. Now, if we were to buy this harvester, well, I was gonna say if we were to buy this harvester, we would probably just never bother getting the trailer because it would just be over here. But we do got to get across the road to between our fields, so we might actually still need to get a trailer anyway. I'm actually going to have you do this side over here so I can fill up a little bit more from driving beside you, and then we can go drop it off. Oh, we're not gonna be able to drop beside you though. I don't think. No, we're not. We're gonna have to wait till you get to the end or something. In that case, we'll just drop this off as is, I think. I think we'll still be able to be fine. I guess neither of these fields has crop on them right now. How much is field 55 again? Would be nice. Now we're gonna have a little bit more sorghum than we usually get soybeans. I think we usually, what, 25, 30,000? Between 25 and 30,000 for soybeans. We should have close to the 45K. Maybe close to 50 or so on the sorghum. But obviously it sells for significantly less, even at a good price. Let's say we got 50K. You know, we're getting like 25,000 bucks for it, which is not a lot, to be fair, but that's not the point. Doesn't have to be a lot of money for it to serve the purpose that it's supposed to serve. I mean, if we were just doing it for the money, we would only be doing cotton, to be honest. So, and that's not obviously, like I said, the point. How much is the other harvester that actually would fit that header better? We're paying 285. Oh my goodness. Oh, unless it's this one. It's probably that one, right? Yeah, that one's got the longer thing. That would work fine. I mean, we just don't need that much. This works. I just have to wait for it to stop moving before I can fill up. But other than that, it works fine. Now, if I were to buy one, I wouldn't mind saving up to get that nicer one at some point. But for just leasing for now, this is perfectly fine. We're not going to have quite 50K, are we? We're going to have... maybe 45,000? All right, so about 43,700, something like that. So not, it's worth, 25,000 maybe once you add the bonus and stuff like that in of money, which to be fair, we spent how much on the leases? Where is it? We spent 20,000 on the leasing costs, 19,000 plus a little bit of labor, obviously. So we're not making money off the sorghum, especially once you count the seeding and the rolling, all that kind of stuff. Once you add it all up, we're not making money in the sorghum, but it's borderline almost break even. And then of course the harvester we will be using with the soybeans. So if anything, the sorghum pays for the harvester for the soybeans, if you look at it that way. And so then the soybeans become effectively more profitable. So it all works out, I think. And again, like I said, it's not really the point, but it's still, good to know. If we were losing like $50,000 every time we did sorghum, then obviously that'd be problematic. But to borderline almost break even, plus or minus a few $1,000, I think we're fine. And if we ever buy some of this equipment, then we're obviously back into like effectively a profitable mode at that point because the equipment is done. All right, let's go drop this trailer off over here. Our tractor needs to be repaired soon. Let's grab you. Let's figure out if we can get you over to the soybeans. Is that next month? Yes. Oh, and figure out if I actually did want to try and get that out of the field. If I got this field, I would probably put soybeans on this one and keep these as sorghum for now. So just have this one and this one be soybeans. Because that would give me 1.92 plus... So that's almost 3 acres of soybeans, which is pretty close to what we had before, right? 1.2... Yeah, it's actually a little bit more than what we had before on soybeans, so that's perfect. I think the amount of sorghum we have is, could be a little bit higher, but I think it's fine. And then, of course, I think we'll probably make these 2 wheat or something like that, which actually puts them a little bit higher on the wheat. Actually, what I might do is maybe swap these to sorghum. Maybe. Actually, the smart move would make these the soybeans as our second best crop, right? Let's see. This is at... No, actually. Because I want my biggest fields to be probably the best crop, which actually would be the cotton. So if I made these 2 cotton... And it doesn't have to be these pairings. I could figure out a way to mix it up a little bit better. But I think, this is exactly 1 acre. It's a little bit of an awkward field, but it's an awkward field in a way that is manageable, right? Like we can manage because we can put everything at a 45-degree angle. We can make it work. Alternatively, we could always buy one of the other ones, to be fair, but... Now, the other negative of putting cotton on these is that they are less yield potential. So there is that to consider as well. Our best yield is actually these 2 fields right here. This one's actually right at break even. And then everything else is, that one's break even too, but everything else is basically low. I don't know. I have to think about that numbers and just kind of see how the math would work out. And it doesn't even have to be these fields, to be fair. I just wanted these fields because they're close and they're easy to kind of get to. It could always be something else that we kind of work through and figure out another option for. But anyway, let's see if I can get you over here to the soybeans. Got distracted there. I think we can drive straight across here and then we'd have to just go around. Maybe? Oh, it's a tight squeeze. Oh, it's a tight squeeze. But we did it. Oh, nope. I'm going to have to hug the cotton a little bit closer. Hopefully not kill any cotton. Nope, we're good. All right, we're good. Technically chopping the heads off my cotton right now, but we'll pretend that's not happening. Oh, no! I spun out. I destroyed 2 cotton plants. 2 whole cotton plants. All right. We're ready for next month. Sorry, cotton. My bad. Actually, did it? I think it did, didn't it? It's possible it didn't actually take. We'll find out. Alrighty, is there anything else to do today except just fast forward, right? I don't think we're going to do any of the harvestings after all. Although there is field 55 right there. We could always get the... Oh, so that's back to the question of, do I want to buy this field or not? You know, I'm going to put an early cut in the video. I know I'm normally go about 25 minutes or more. We're going to put a little bit of early cut. I'm going to sit there and think about some of the math and see if I can figure out a good balance of fields and yields and things of that nature. That way I have a good plan. So we'll see. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.